One of the biggest concerns for final expense agents tends to be whether they can get a good return on investment. And it should be, right? I mean, nobody wants to spend $500 on a batch of leads only to end up, with maybe a $200 profit, right? The one thing I've learned about selling final expense is if you have enough leads, you can easily make a lot of sales. Anybody can. Talent or no talent. Now, let me just backstep a little bit, clear up what I mean by easily and anybody. When I say anybody can easily make a lot of sales, I mean if you're the type of go-getter with a strong work ethic, then yeah, it's pretty easy. I know from personal experience that pretty much anyone can take 50 leads and turn it into like 10 plus final expense sales within a week. And again, when I say anyone, I mean anyone willing to put in the time and effort. So, if you have a strong work ethic and are the type of person who is ready and willing to succeed, then I am speaking to you. In this video, because for you, turning $1,000 into maybe $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 is totally doable and within like 7 to 10 days. I'm Douglas Massi, and welcome to our 2-Minute Tuesday edition of Final Expense Trainer. Now, before I show you how to get a 300% return on investment, I'm going to ask that you give the video a big old thumbs up right now so that I know you're watching and so that YouTube keeps playing our videos and sharing them across the internets. And if you're new to our channel, you definitely want to subscribe and then hit the little notification button that's next to the subscribe button. That way you're notified each time we put out a new final expense sales video, just like this one, as yes, we do put out a lot of new content on a regular basis, and we basically put out at least a video every week. One last thing. Before we get into the video, since, we're going to be talking about working final expense Facebook leads, if you'll stick around and hang out with me all the way to the end, I'm going to show you how to get a copy of the Facebook Leads appointment setting script that I use word for word on how I set appointments and the policy summary that you're going to want to leave with everybody that you sell. This policy summary has a spot where you can actually write down the monthly premium and the draft date for your client so that they've actually got something. You're leaving them with something in writing to remind them of the new price, what they bought, when it's going to draft, etc. To me, it's a really good way of locking in your sale, which can help to minimize buyer's remorse. To be clear, the method I'm about to share with you won't work every single week. It's fine. It doesn't have to. It's designed to help you get initial cash immediately so that you have money to invest into a weekly fixed costs final expense direct mail leads program, which in turn, when done correctly, can get you on target to make that 6-figure annual income that we all know and love. All right, let's talk about that $1,000 investment. If you take your $1,000 and purchase, let's say, 50 final expense Facebook leads, and we're assuming you have the talent and the knowledge to actually close sales, there's no reason for you to make less than 8 to 10 sales. And if you're getting referrals, you're doing what like we teach our agents to do, it could be more like, 10 to 12 plus sales, at least in most markets. This isn't going to work in Miami, but it will work in, say, Central Florida or most parts of Texas, especially Texas final expense sales. Selling final expense in Texas can be extremely lucrative. You see, every county and city across the nation is a little different. And unfortunately, most insurance agency recruiters either don't have the knowledge to help you with this, or they're just not willing to tell you the truth. I do, and I will, and unfortunately, I do end up having to walk away from certain agents because they live in such a horrible area to sell in. But that's a different subject for a different video. As the leads start to come in, you're calling them immediately, setting appointments with the ones you can get a hold of, and door knocking the ones that you can't get a hold of, or even, I don't know, the ones that maybe don't want to give you an appointment, they'll hang up on you. It's still a good lead. Don't treat it like it's a bad lead just because they tell you to F off. Remember, they filled out the form requesting the information, so it's your duty as an American citizen to follow up on each lead and do what it takes to help these people, even if they're just batshit crazy. Look, our business, you gotta grind it out. You gotta work your leads each day, maybe even 7 to 10 long, hard field days. And we're assuming that you order that 50 final expense Facebook leads and that the order's actually filled within like a week. And yeah, they're most likely going to be spread out to maybe a 50, 75 mile radius, could even be further. I mean, this may be the only way to get this many leads to you in a short time, which means you'll be driving a lot, just like I used to, just like all the top producers in the country do, just like anybody who has made the decision to be successful, truly successful in our industry will have to do, and at least for this batch of leads. So with 50 leads, you just need to bust your butt and stay on the path. Do whatever it takes to get into 4, maybe 5 houses per day if possible. And if you can, I mean, that's the way I see it. There's no reason to accomplish this within a week. Think about it. It's only 2 sales per day. And just so you know, back when I was in the field full-time, in 2014 as a perfect example, I actually averaged over 12 sales every week. And no, I don't go out and sell nowadays. Well, at least not on a regular basis. But when I do go out, even today, if I only averaged 2 sales per day on my field day, I'd probably hang myself. Okay, that's a little too much, but you get the idea. Look, yeah, you're going to get a lot of rejection. You're going to meet with a lot of jerks and people that are just rude and nasty. But isn't that exactly what selling anything entails? I mean, let's be clear about something. If you got into this business because some a-hole told you it's an easy way to make a lot of money, trust me, it's only easy if you're already the type of person that has no problem putting in a 60-hour work week. Yeah, then it's easy. It's only going to be easy if your talent level exceeds that of 90% of the people with jobs in the United States. So once you've made your 10 plus sales, you simply reinvest into your leads. Only you make it easier. You invest in the final expense direct mail leads. And if you're on our sales team, we can generate them for like $33 each. So you can continue your $1,000 investment, only commit to doing that each week, because that's what it's going to take to be a 6-figure earner. You get your 30 leads, and with direct mail, they won't spread it out as much, the territory, so you'll be able to target more specific areas that you really want to sell in. Therefore, making 6+ sales each and every single week, which means making over $100,000, do the math, every single year. For a copy of the appointment setting script that's perfect for calling your final expense Facebook leads, or any type of lead really, just email me at doug@ufesonline.com. For more information on joining our final expense sales team, just shoot me an email at that same address, guys. Remember, when you put the needs of your clients first, everything else will usually fall right into place. So get on out there and do something good for someone today. Happy hunting.